Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is just about that time. We have ourselves some Broncos varsity girls hockey action coming up here in just a little bit. You are listening to Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and watching on YourLiveEvent.com. This is Broncos varsity girls hockey, brought to you by yours truly, Augie Schmidt, live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Coming up, it's our pregame show. We have the national anthems brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Join us for burger night and karaoke, and also our Border GMC. Keys to the game. I'm going to be sharing my coaches' interviews with you for those keys to the game. But first, a word from our sponsors, because without them, I wouldn't be able to cover any of these varsity, Broncos, Vikings, or even Muskies sports. And, of course, make sure you also tune in on the Bayer 95.3 KGHS. Jory Pears covering the Muskies boys hockey team taking on Lake of the Woods. The Muskies girls hockey team is over in War Road taking on the Warriors, and that game is live on YourLiveEvent.com as well. All kinds of Borderland action happening, and all of it live for you to view. So check it all out. And now a word from our sponsor.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
If you're watching or listening live, it's Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and your live event.com in our live broadcast of some varsity girls hockey action. First up, here is an interview with head coach Brian Kershaw of the Kenosha Falls Broncos girls hockey team. Here with head coach Brian Kershaw of the Bronco girls hockey team, getting ready for today's home matchup against the Rock Ridge Wolverines. And last time we talked, you were missing 7 players due to injuries, but now that number has gone down to 6. So really excited to see Kelly Jensen back in the lineup. What kind of impact are you hoping she'll have when she comes back?
Well, I mean, she's going to make an impact just because she's starting on the first line tonight. With the other injuries, everything else that we have going on, she fits into that slot. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be nice to have another forward back. We're hoping we'll have another one back on Thursday. So hopefully we're on the upswing instead of the downswing here.
And it was a tough game that you guys played previously, but I got to commend the defense. The fact that, especially Annika Barron being an 8th grader, being under so much fire, but having so many saves that she did. And so what's the goal for today's game in terms of getting the offense going?
Well, I mean, we know what to expect against them. We just played them 3 weeks ago. We know what they like to do. We have to be strong defensively. We don't have the speed they have, and that's just a fact. So, but if we play within ourselves, we play smart, we don't get out of control, out of position, I think we can limit the amount of shots to at least to the outside anyway.
And you have Alexis Davis starting in the goal today for the Broncos. And so what are you expecting to see from her and her reps?
Well, this is going to be her first home varsity start. So I'm hoping that she's not overly nervous to start off with, which can happen with goalies. I mean, yeah, she's a senior, but she's not super experienced. But she's a big body out there. So I'm hoping that she just plays like she can, what she's capable of, and she can hold us in there.
So once she takes those first couple of shots against Rock Ridge today, hoping that'll help ease her tension, ease her nerves, and help her get into a groove?
I would hope so. I'd like to think that's what's going to happen. But you know, I never know what to expect, whether it's boys or girls. You never know until the game actually starts, and those first few shots do go on the net.
Well, certainly happy and grateful that this game doesn't get postponed. I'm assuming because of the snow and because of snow travel. A lot of other games were postponed, so excited to have some varsity high school hockey here tonight, and I'm sure the girls are excited as well, right?
They are. Yeah, I mean, this is we were just having this discussion yesterday at practice, actually. This is a very busy next 3 weeks with Christmas and New Year's fitted in there with the amount of games we have tonight on Thursday, then again next week. You know, before we go on break after the Hibbing game on the 22nd. So we got a lot of hockey between now and then, and I love it. And the girls' attitudes are still good. They're still keeping their chins up and playing hard. And so, I mean, I think they look forward to this game. Just kind of like Fort Francis in the sense that a lot of these girls know each other.
Yeah, so that familiarity, especially because of summer softball, is probably going to add to some of that competitiveness.
Yeah, that. I mean, I have a couple girls on Rock Ridge that actually play on my summer softball team. So it's fun to see them. I mean, we want to beat them, right? But it's fun to see them. I got a chance to talk to them, catch up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these girls are friends. They know each other. So there's a little bit of a rivalry there between us and Rock Ridge.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be a fun game today. Excited to see you guys back in action, and I want to thank you for your time and wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, Augie. Appreciate it. Glad you're here.
I'm here with head coach Cassie Strand of the Rock Ridge Wolverines girls hockey team, getting ready for this road game here in International Falls, taking on the Broncos here today. And first of all, glad you guys were able to make it. I know we had a couple of other games canceled because of the snow.
Yeah,
and so,
I know. Our coach bus even got canceled on us, so we were lucky a bus driver was willing to pick up the game and get us up here today. So yeah.
So not discouraged by the weather, of course. And so girls excited coming off of the bus today?
Yeah, I think so. You know, they always like getting out of school early too. So yeah, it was a good ride up here, and and I think they're pretty excited. So
what's the primary keys to the game for the girls?
You know, we've really been working a lot on our power play if we get the opportunity, and making smart passes, especially in the D zone, and really working on our breakout. So those are a few things that we're looking for tonight.
And have quite a few veteran players coming into today, and quite a loaded roster too. My goodness. And so, who are some of the players that you're relying on to really get that game plan going?
Yeah, we're looking, like you said, a lot of veterans. We're looking a lot for our first line, including, you know, Mamie Scott, Ava Venn, and Kate Morley. They've been kind of paving the way for the girls, and then we've got really 4 strong defensemen that are also returners, and they've been really huge for us. So.
Yeah. And in goal, it looks like you have Erin Troutwine in the net. So what are you expecting from her?
You know, she's been working really hard. She's been putting in a lot of work. We're expecting, you know, her post-to-post to be a little bit quicker tonight, and she's been working a lot on her glove. So hopefully she can seems to see some good shots tonight and be able to work on that glove.
Yeah, be a stone wall in the net.
Yeah, right. So stop some pucks and have some fun while she does it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a holiday season, of course, and obviously with it being the holiday season, and you know, all this snow and so many events going on because of the holidays, how are you keeping the girls focused throughout the season?
Trying to throw some fun in there when we can. You know, we're doing a Secret Santa that we have coming up. We just did a big event last weekend, so just trying to find the fun where we can, keep things light and incorporate some team bonding here and there, and throw in some game film every once in a while, and you know, so just trying to keep team camaraderie up and have some fun.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for your time. Wish you the best of luck.
Awesome. Thank you.
And so those are my coaches' interviews. First with Coach Brian Kershaw of the Union Falls Broncos. Their starting lineup. The 2 wingers are going to be number 10, Callie Jansen, back from injury, and number 20, Harper Clay Bundy. And the center is going to be number 12, Addison Brown. 2 defensemen is going to be number 7, Hayden Nelson, and number 13, Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. And in net for the Broncos is number 31, Alexis Davis. And for the visiting Wolverines of Rock Ridge, they are going to be led. Their front line is going to be at left wing, number 2, Maddie Furcool. I apologize. I'm going to do my best to not mess that up. Number 13, Mia Mackey at the right wing. And the center is going to be number 5, Annika Waldorf. And the 2 defensemen is going to be number 20, and Riley Haryu. And number 7, Zoe Matheson. And in net for the Wolverines is going to be number 1, Erin Troutwine. And that's your starting lineup for today. Wolverines are going to come in led by their leading scorer, number 12, Mamie Scott. She has 23 points on the season, 12 goals, 11 assists, and the Broncos, sadly, are still without their leading scorer, Kirsty Hansen, the defenseman. And so they're going to have to make do without her in the lineup for today. Just a minute ago, they played the national anthem, which is brought to you by local VFW post 2948. Join us for Burger Night and Karaoke. Keys to the game, as you heard from the coaches. For the Broncos, they need to get that offense going. They have been struggling to get some shots on the net and also to get the puck into the net. So they need to get that going and get that going soon, especially against Rock Ridge. Both teams coming off of a couple of losses over the weekend. Rock Ridge, a tough 4-2 loss to East Grand Forks. The Broncos, a tough 8-0 loss to Crookston. Looks like there was some ice chunks on the rink, and now they have removed them. So now it's time for some varsity hockey action. Opening puck drop Broncos, as you can see, are wearing their very festive holiday sweaters for today's contest. And after the face-off was fell on by the Wolverines, now it's going to enter into the Wolverine zone, but recovered by Rock Ridge. Able to advance it out of the zone and into the neutral zone. Clay Bundy trying to come up with an actual, that was Lindahl-Slatinsky trying to come up with it, stolen away. That's number 5 of the Wolverines. And no trip, just a collision behind the net by Lindahl-Slatinsky. She's able to recover her stick, and now the Broncos have the puck. Clay Bundy trying to get it out of the zone. They do. Now she's got it in the neutral zone. Surrounded by 3 green jerseys, finally knocked away from her by number 5, Annika Waldorf. And she knocks it into the Broncos zone. And hot on the heels. Trying to take the puck away is number 15, Kate Morley. Puck is loose behind the net, recovered by Morley. Morley's going to try and get a pass out towards the blue line. No, she's going to pass it from left circle. Center, shot on the net, pad save. Puck is still loose. Now it's in Rockridge. Another pad save for Daisy Hager. And, excuse me, not Daisy Hager. Alexis Davis. And Broncos defense able to push it away and towards the blue line. From the blue line, that's number 21, Maddie Bardovich. Able to get a pass across the blue line. Centering pass. Puck is in loose, and that is a score for the Rockridge Wolverines. This goal comes at 1:25 into period number 1. And that was number 15 getting the net, Kate Morley. So the Wolverines strike fast here. So again, that was at the 1:25 mark of period 1. And it was Morley going to wait and hear who assisted on the goal, but Wolverines take a quick 1-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard. Again, your scoreboard updates brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. And every time out is going to be brought to you by Service Master of International Falls.
Wolverines, number 15, Kate Morley, with an assist to number 17, Anna Bem, and number 10, Mimi Abaraki.
So,
That's
Zoe Matheson.
Abaraki at 125.
Did I get the wrong one? Ava Venn, excuse me. It was 17, not 7, that was awarded that first assist. So Venn, another one of the top scorers for the Wolverines coming into today's game as the puck is loose. Shot on goal, pad save. That was 27, Klokowski, who got the shot on goal. Centering pass, no one there. Klokowski recovers from the blue line. Pad save by Alexis Davis. But the Wolverines recover in the Broncos zone from the blue line. Pass from Bardovich to that was Klokowski. Oh, excuse me, actually that's number 22, Troutwine. So 2 Troutwines on the ice, one of them wearing number 1 and in the net for Rockridge. The other one, currently Bardovich from the blue line. Shot and finds top left corner of the net, and that is going to be a quick 2-0 lead for Rockridge here. That second goal of the game came at the 2:33 mark of period 1. So lasered in by number 21, Maddie Bardovich, all the way from the blue line, and what a very accurate shot there. Rockridge wins the faceoff, brings it inside of their own defensive zone. Broncos trying to force it towards the net, recovered, but unable to keep it inside the zone. That makes it past the blue line and into the neutral zone, so Broncos have to unfortunately give it up. Clay Bundy, there at the blue line. Now it's almost taken away by the Broncos, number 10.
Number 21, Maddie Bardovich, with an assist to number 3, Violet Yudovich, and number 22, Ayla Troutwine.
So Udovich and Troutwine awarded the assist for the goal by Bardovich. As we get a quick stoppage, we're going to get a face-off to the right of the Rockridge net. In on the face-off for the Broncos, number 15. Adeline Strapko. Puck is loose behind the net of Rockridge. That's almost recovered, and Strapko couldn't keep it inside of the neutral zone, the attack zone. Goes into the neutral zone, and Rockridge advances into the Broncos zone. Centering pass, wide left. Thing might have bounced off the pad of Davis. Now it's behind the net, Bronco net. Recovered. Centering pass intercepted by the Broncos. That's number 11, Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky. But taken right back by the Wolverines, and that's going to be a cover by Davis. Davis with the cover that I believe was number 21 once again. Bardovich with the shot on goal. Face-off won by the Wolverines. From the blue line, pass across to Bardovich. Bardovich trying to go for another long shot, and that's a nice glove save by Davis. Puck is still loose inside of the Bronco zone. Now behind the net, recovered by the Wolverines. That was number 12, the leading scorer, Mamie Scott, who had the puck for a second there. Bardovich across the blue line. They try and advance into the attack zone. Taken back by the Broncos. That's number 22, Lexi Wood, who's going to knock it into the neutral zone and try and get something set up for the Broncos. Taken right back by the Wolverines. Now it's Mamie Scott. Hot inside of the attack zone. Around one. Centering shot wide right, though. And that's going to exit the Broncos zone. And Rock Ridge has to back up a little into the neutral zone and try and start again. Now this time it's number 14. I saw the wrong number. Number 10, Mimi Babaraki, who tried to advance into the attack zone. Broncos take it right back. Broncos trying to knock it out of their zone, but can't do a great forechecking by Rock Ridge. But that time it's going to slip past into the neutral zone. Now it's Bardovich. Over to number 22, Troutwine. Troutwine, centering pass, fanned on by number 3, Udovich. And now puck is loose. Trying to get a pass, Bardovich, but now that's taken back by Troutwine. Troutwine over to Udovich. She gets the centering pass, no one there to answer. Still in possession of Rock Ridge as the puck goes behind the net, but that's almost taken away by Lexi Wood. Instead, it's going to be taken by the Wolverines, and that's going to likely be a Bronco penalty. Once they get possession, likely a cross-checking against the Broncos. Glove save, and that's going to lead to the Bronco penalty against, I believe, Lexi Wood, who's going to be sent to the box. So that's going to be a power play for the visiting Wolverines. Penalty is going to be enforced at the 5:44 mark against Lexi Wood, likely for cross-checking. Pass to Mamie Scott. Her shot goes wide right.
Been assessed to the Broncos, number 22, Lexi Wood. 2 minutes for body checking. That's Wood for body checking.
And they say body checking. So Broncos at a numbers disadvantage due to the power play. Wolverines trying to take advantage. Mamie Scott from the left circle, gonna back up a little. Now she's gonna advance, skating around, going for the long shot off the glove of Alexis Davis and almost taken away by Lyndall Slatinsky, but that's taken right back by Rock Ridge's number 15, Kate Morley. Now Bardovich from the blue line passes it over to number 10, centering pass, Mamie Scott off the glove and off the chest of Alexis Davis, no good. So Mamie Scott given too much free real estate by this Broncos defense, but I think they're too worried about playing too aggressive and giving an opening to Scott. Pass out towards Bardovich from the blue line, back to Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott, long shot, no good, off the chest of Alexis Davis. But Mamie Scott will rebound her own home pass. Now, back again, Mamie Scott from that left circle, pass to the blue line to Bardovich. Bardovich, centering shot, goes wide left, recovered by number 10, Babaraki. Puck is loose in front of the Bronco net. Oh, not able to get rid of it. That's Babaraki from the right circle. Centering pass, that's to number 15, Kate Morley. She couldn't get a shot on it. Now it's another attempt. Long pass, no good. And now we have 15 seconds left in the Rock Ridge power play. Centering pass, Mamie Scott. Shot on goal off the chest of Alexis Davis, and it's going to make it between her legs, but we're going to get a whistle blown. So I don't know if they're going to... It looks like they're going to either call a stoppage, so no goal awarded on what looks like a potential goal for Rock Ridge, and now I'm curious on if it went out or what had happened. I guess they thought that it was a goalie stoppage, but that's going to kill. There's still 10 seconds left in the Bronco penalty. As Broncos defense, much credit to them, able to defend the penalty, and now that's going to be the Wolverines going 0 for 1 in the power play. So great job by the Broncos defense, not allowing any short-handed goals. As we get another stoppage, I believe icing called. So that's going to bring us all the way back to the Broncos zone. Broncos just can't seem to keep the puck out of the defensive zone. Rockridge staying very aggressive, attacking the net here. In on the face-off for the Wolverines, number 22, Ayla Trutwine. And for the Broncos, number 15, Adeline Strapko. Pass, shot on the net goes off the pads of Alexis Davis. But it's still the Wolverines in possession. That's number 20, Riley Haryu. Puck is loose, and that's a cover by Alexis Davis. So great goalie stoppage there by Davis. Not allowing any more goals since the first two that came very early in that first period. So we have 8:45 left in this first period, and Broncos are down on the PSA scoreboard 2-0. Don't forget, every timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for home, professionally cleaning all year round. Call Service Master 218-283-3481. Possible shot on goal, and that's gonna make it in. That's number 22 of the Wolverines, Ayla Troutwine, getting the net for the Wolverines and making it a 3-0 lead for Rockridge. This goal came at the 8:23 mark. Got to make sure I got that right. Again, by number 22, Ayla Troutwine. And Rockridge trying to get another one right before the announcement of the previous goal.
Number 22, Ayla Trotwine with an assist to number 20, Riley Harju, and number 27, Stella Klakowski.
So Riley Harju and Stella Klakowski both awarded the assist on the goal by number 22, Troutwine. And now Broncos are in some trouble here. 3-0 early lead in period number 1. Broncos trying to advance into the attack zone. They got it to the neutral zone, and now Lindahl Slatinsky able to get it into the Wolverine zone, but no one there to follow up, so Rockridge is going to recover it and bring it into the neutral zone. Trying to advance into the Broncos zone once again, defended by Clay Bundy. Got to keep an eye on her for sure. She is one of the young guns for the Broncos who has been getting quite a few varsity minutes. And this is number 12, Mamie Scott, the leading scorer for the Wolverines. She smelled blood but couldn't get the advancement to the net, so she's going to pass it to the blue line. This is Bardovich from the blue line. Long shot. Pad save by Alexis Davis. She couldn't reel it in to get the cover, so the puck was still loose. Knocked to the left of the Bronco goal, and now it's in possession of the Wolverines. This is Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott from the right circle. Shot in. That's another goal for the Wolverines. Mamie Scott able to slip it past the stick hand of Alexis Davis, and that's going to make it a 4-0 lead. This goal came at the 10:01 mark. And Mamie Scott already the leading scorer for the Wolverines, and now she's added to her total. She had 12 goals before this game and almost got herself a second one in this game. Off the glove of Alexis Davis, and no goal. Now the Wolverines trying to advance out of the neutral zone, but that's not Lindahl Slatinsky. Lindahl Slatinsky with a shot on goal. Glove save by Troutwine. Broncos get their third shot on goal. Currently, it is
For the Wolverines, number 12, Mamie Scott with an assist to number 15, Kate Morley, and number 17, Ava Venn. That's Scott for Morley and Venn at 10:01.
so Morley and then awarded the assist for the goal by Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott, by the way, for a second had possession of the puck, taken away by the Broncos, and Addison Brown was able to knock it all the way towards the neutral zone. Recovered though by the Wolverines, almost taken away by Clay Bundy. Down the near side of the ice is number 27 for Rock Ridge, Klukowski. Long shot by number 7 in Matson, and that's going to land right inside of the glove of Alexis Davis. A little over 5.5 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Broncos down 4-0 on the PCA scoreboard, and it has been a tough one here. Quick second, because it looks like the referee is helping to adjust the neck protection attached to Alexis Davis's helmet, and now they're investigating a part of the ice. So, a bit of an extended break. Now we're ready to go. Once again, Broncos wearing their festive Christmas sweaters for today's home game against the Rock Ridge Wolverines. Bardovich across. Pad. That was a nice glove save by Alexis Davis. Puck is loose in front of the net. Shot on goal, no good. Pad save by Alexis Davis. She's down on the ice. She needs to get back to her feet. Rock Ridge trying to take advantage of the opportunity. Couldn't in time. That was Klukowski. Centering pass goes wide and unanswered. Now making a move on the net. Trying to power through a whole bunch of Broncos bodies, but couldn't get past them. Klukowski, long shot attempted. That time it was number 22 of the Wolverines, Troutwine. Puck is loose behind the net. Lindahl Satinsky comes up with it. Strapko, excuse me. I'll get it one of these days. It is going to be Lindahl Satinsky. Like that time, she's going to trap Wolverine on the wall and try and get the puck out towards number 11, Millie Lindahl Satinsky. And we're going to get a foul call. Now it's going to be a Rock Ridge penalty. This penalty called at the... sorry, I'm terrible at math here. 12:24 mark. So Broncos are going to get themselves a power play. And we're going to get a quick puck drop in the Wolverine side of the net. 12:24 mark, penalty called against Rock.
A minor penalty has been assessed to the Wolverines, number 3, Violet Udovich.
It was Udovich.
That's Udovich, body check against 12:24.
So Udovich called for a body check, and that's going to award the Broncos with a power play here towards this latter part of period number 1. And so this is an opportune time to try and get a goal on the scoreboard and try and pressure this Wolverines defense. Skating around. This is a head of steam for number 21, Bardovich. She's going to try and get past. Pad save, though, by Alexis Davis. Now, almost Addison Brown with a chance to go for a fast break. The puck was loose, but she couldn't get control of it in time, and that's taken right back. Now, Troutwine over to Klukowski. Klukowski to Troutwine. Her shot goes right into the stomach of Alexis Davis, and that's going to stop it right there. And the Broncos have 1 minute and 6 seconds left in their power play here in period number 1. Face-off between Strapko and Waldorf. Puck is loose behind the Broncos' net. Waldorf, stick save by Alexis Davis. Long shot that time by number 20, Haryu. Addison Brown can't come up, or excuse me, not Addison Brown. I thought the 7 was a 2. Tenley Thompson trying to come up with it, taken away by the Wolverines. And now we're going to get a penalty against the Broncos, and this is going to likely even things up here. Heading to the box for the Broncos is number 11, Millie Lindahl Satinsky, a freshman forward. So the Bronco penalty is going to cancel out the Rock Ridge the Bronco power plays. So Broncos go 0 for 1 in power plays, just like Rock Ridge. So much credit to the Broncos staying strong defensively. We're going to be at even strength temporarily before we get a Wolverine power play in about 35 seconds. Wolverines trying to advance now that they're at even strength. Almost is able to get a ricochet goal into the net, but that goes wide right. Centering pass off the stick of Sydney Lindahl-Satinsky.
A minor penalty has been assessed to the Broncos, number 11, Millie Lindahl-Satinsky. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Lindahl-Satinsky for tripping at 13:45.
13:25. So even strength. But actually, no, it's the start of the power play for Rock Ridge as we get a cover by Alexis Davis after the shot on goal. So it's going to be 1:19 for the power play for Rock Ridge with a little over 2.5 minutes left in period number 1. Rock Ridge already with a commanding 4-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard as the puck is won, almost getting a ricochet goal, and Alexis Davis is going to get the cover just in time, and Rock Ridge certainly trying to smells blood in the water for this opportune moment to try and get another goal on the PCA scoreboard. Make sure you also stay tuned after the game. We have our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game as well as our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game awards to be awarded. And we haven't yet had our first time out of the game, but that's going to be brought to you by Service Master of Nashville Falls as we get another cover. And so that cover came at 2:23 left in period number 1. Still a little over a minute left in the Wolverines power play. Scramble on the near side of the board. That's going to be recovered by number 22 of the Wolverines. Almost a shot on goal. Off the pipes. Unlucky for number 7, Matheson, who almost was able to thread it in on the stick glove side of the net. And puck is going to make it all the way down to the Wolverines' end of the ice. And their Broncos are going to try and get a line change, but a pass that goes way out of reach, I think intended for Udovic, is going to lead to the Broncos able to push it back into the Wolverine zone. Now the Wolverines trying to go for another attempt. That one is just out of reach of Bardovic, and Bardovic wasn't able to get there in time. That's going to lead to a cover by Alexis Davis. So a little over 1:30 left in period number 1. Still 21 seconds left in the Wolverines power play. They are 0 for 1 in power plays, so are the Broncos. And so they want to try and improve on their power play with 20 seconds left, excuse me. So puck face-off is won by the Wolverines. Morley with the puck passes out towards the blue line. That's to Bardovic. Excuse me, not Bardovic. Babaraki. And that's going to be a goal for the Wolverines with 4 seconds to spare in their power play. And it's going to be 5-0 thanks to the goal by the Wolverines' number 21, Maddie Bardovic, who gets her second goal of the evening. And this goal came at the 15:42 mark. Gonna wait and see who gets the assist as we are back to even strength. So with 4 seconds to spare, the Wolverines move up to 1-2 in power plays, and now blink and you'll miss it. Number 12, Mamie Scott, leading scorer for the Wolverines, gets her second of the game.
With an assist to number 12, Mamie Scott, and number 10, Mimi Babaraki.
Speaking of Mamie Scott, she ended up getting a goal as well, following her assisting her teammate and getting her second goal. And so this came at the 15:55 mark. Face-off is going to be won by the Broncos. Lexi Wood out to number 10, Callie Jansen, who just recently came back from injury. Puck is in the Wolverine zone. Broncos trying to make a late push offensively as Addison Brown is going to get it into the net. 45 seconds left in period number 1, and Addison Brown will get the...
Stop for Morley and Venn at 15:55.
So Morley and Venn, sorry, I was calling that. So Morley and Venn on the assist for the goal by Mamie Scott, and then that was followed by Addison Brown of the Broncos, getting a goal with 45 seconds to spare. And so it is 6-1 on the PSA scoreboard. And Addison Brown might try and go for one more as the puck is loose inside of Rockridge zone. Clay Bundy was there trying to get a stick on the puck, but it was covered by Troutwine. We have 36 seconds left in period number 1. Broncos just trying to catch up.
Number 12, Addison Brown. With an assist to number 20, Harper Clay Bundy. At number 10, Kalia Jansen. That's Brown, Clay Bundy, and Jansen. At 16.
So Jansen, back from injury, gets the other assist for the Addison Brown goal. And 20 seconds left here in period number 1. Broncos trying to get some kind of offensive push going. It is 6-1 lead for the Wolverines as Clay Bundy is going to come up with the puck. Launches it into the neutral zone of the Wolverines, and that's going to be batted away by Troutwine, and that's going to lead us into period number 2 as the Broncos trail on the PCA scoreboard at this time. 6-1. Shots on goal. Some of the pixels are out, but I'm assuming that's 42. 42. Oh my goodness. For the Wolverines. And for the Broncos, 5. So we're going to get ready for period number 2. Broncos trail on the PSA scoreboard 6-1, and you are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM as well as on YourLiveEvent.com.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
So, quick look at that first period of action for the Broncos versus Wolverines here. Broncos, sadly, currently trailing 6-1 on the PCA scoreboard, and a big help from that for the Wolverines is the fact that they've had 42 shots to the Broncos 5. And so Alexis Davis, the starting netminder for the Broncos, has certainly been under plenty of fire here today. And so Broncos, they were able to crack the goose egg with 45 seconds to spare in that first period, thanks to senior leader number 12, Addison Brown, who was able to find the net thanks to assistance from Clay Bundy and number 10, Kelly Jansen, who's recently back from injury. But Broncos offense certainly has been struggling, more so struggling to get the offense set up to begin with. It's been a very heavy, aggressive offensive push by the Rockridge Wolverines, keeping the puck in the Broncos zone for a majority of that first period. So for this second period, the Broncos' first goal of the game is going to have to be to keep the puck out of their zone, keep it in the neutral zone, keep it in the Wolverine zone. They just have to put the pressure on the Wolverines and try and push them back and keep them on their heels in order to try and come back in this one. It is a 5-1 lead for the Wolverines, and obviously they are wanting to try and keep pushing away from the Broncos here today, but much kudos to Addison Brown on finding the net towards the end of that first period of play. So curious to see what the Broncos plan on doing as we get closer to this upcoming second period of action. And, of course, make sure you tune in after the game because we do have our post-game player awards, such as our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner, then look no further than your local Domino's with more than just pizza. Domino's is the perfect carry-out after the game, or you can have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And, of course, the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game will receive a free pizza from Domino's. And, of course, we have our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, which will go to the player who has shown the most energy and the most exciting play of this game. And of course, every update throughout this contest on the score is brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America, and we have our timeout sponsor brought to you by Surface Master of International Falls. We are live here from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. We're going to be back after another break, and upcoming is the second period of action. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
And also, welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt here, getting ready to bring you some Broncos and Wolverines varsity girls hockey action here today. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt on the mic, getting ready. Broncos currently trail on the PCA scoreboard, 6-1. Against the Rockridge Wolverines. And so Broncos looking to try and turn a new leaf as they get ready for the second period of action against the Wolverines. Coming into today's game, the Wolverines were led by number 12, Mamie Scott. She had 23 points total, 12 goals, and 11 assists, and she's added 2 more goals to her total, as well as a couple other assists. And now we're getting ready for period number 2 here live on Lakes Country 104.1, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. And so just about underway, just waiting for the two teams to leave the huddles, leave the benches, and get ready for this opening face-off. Again, the Wolverines outshot the Broncos 42-5 in that first period, so the Broncos needing to get that offense up and going. Otherwise, it could be bye-bye Betsy. Broncos wearing their very festive Christmas sweaters for today's home game. Debuted those sweaters last year in their Christmas sweater game against Superior. And so really excited to see them really embracing the Christmas spirit as Addison Brown's going to quickly try and advance into the attack zone. She had the 1 goal for the Broncos towards the end of the first period. Centering pass almost swung at by Clay Bundy, but wasn't able to get control, and now it's taken right back by the Wolverines. Mamie Scott fanned on her own pass, so she wasn't able to get the shot on net, but forward checking by Rockridge is able to recover it. But now it's taken away. This is Addison Brown into the neutral zone. Pass across, intercepted by the Wolverines. Now it's Mamie Scott. 2-on-1. Addison Brown, the only one there to help out, and that's going to be scored on by the Wolverines. That was number 12, Mamie Scott. Thanks to the centering pass from her teammate, and we're going to get a quick line change. And that scoring from the Wolverines, another quick one, came at 37 seconds. Rockridge trying to get the puck out of their defensive zone.
For the Wolverines, number 12, Mamie Scott, with an assist from number 17, Ava Venn, and number 15, Kate Morley. That's Scott from Venn and Morley at 37 seconds.
Ava Venn with the assist on the goal by Mamie Scott, as well as number 15, Kate Morley. And so almost a one-on-one situation. That's going to be icing called. Just going to stop the clock there at a minute and 17 into period number 2. It took 37 seconds for Rockridge to score in that in this second period, and now they're looking to try and capitalize some more as the Broncos are trying to get their offense going once again. Face off to the left of the Rockridge net. It's going to be won by the Wolverines, taken away by number 13, Mia Mackey. She's able to knock into the neutral zone, but it's also going to enter the Bronco zone. No icing called, tipped by a Bronco, and for a second it looked like almost risking a tripping penalty, but Broncos catch a break there. And now into the neutral zone. That's Lindahl Strapko trying to advance into the attack zone. She was looking for number 17, Tenley Thompson. Now it's taken away. Head of steam. This is number 20, Riley Haryu. Passes it backwards. That's going to go to number 5, Waldorf. Waldorf over to the blue line. From the blue line, Matheson. Long shot wide of the goal. Another shot, this time from the left circle, or right circle. That's going to make it way all the way to the neutral zone. Wolverines have to backtrack so they can avoid the offsides. They get it to number 5. That's Waldorf. Waldorf loses the puck in the Broncos zone. Recovered by number 7, Hayden Nelson of International Falls. Nelson trying to get a puck free. Almost taken away. That looked like number 17, Ava Venn. Ava Venn now recovering from the left. Shot on goal, wide left. Mamie Scott already got the hat trick, trying to go for her 4th one. That was defended by the Broncos. Now it's out to the blue line to number 10, Babaraki. She's able to get it to Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott to the blue line to Babaraki. She passes it across the blue line. Long shot, trying to tip it in. Mamie Scott couldn't get the tip she wanted. That was passed from the blue line by Bardovich. From the blue line all the way to Ava Venn. Venn to Mamie Scott. Scott, pad save by Alexis Davis. Long shot from the blue line, and that's going to be pad save, and that's eventually going to be a goal for the Wolverines. This goal comes at the 3:12 mark of period number 2. And so it's 8-1. We will eventually get a running clock. The only reason why on your live event the clock is running is because I forgot to start it when they had first started the action. So I'm just going to let the clock run on your live event for some time so it can get caught up with the actual clock. 3:12, goal by Rock Ridge. Long shot, wide.
Number 15, Kate Morley. With an assist to number 12, Mamie Scott. And number 10, Vicky
Babaraki
Babaraki.
with another assist.
Babaraki in 3:12 of the second period.
And that was Morley getting her 2nd goal of the evening. So that's going to help get the 8-1 lead as Alexis Davis eventually gets the cover. And I think Alexis Davis might have gotten hit by one of those wild swings on the puck, or maybe she might be okay. She's a little... And it looks like she is okay. So Broncos avoid another goal by Rock Ridge. So we are now 4 minutes into period number 2. Rock Ridge already doubled their total. Or excuse me, they almost... And now we have a fast break. Addison Brown, head full of steam, one-on-one. Shot, pad save by Troutwine. So Troutwine, great save there to avoid a Bronco goal. Addison Brown, head full of steam, but couldn't get it past the netminder. Now it's Udovich. Almost for a second looked like she had some free real estate, but couldn't get the shot on net. So Broncos are going to recover it inside their own zone. Hot on the trail of number 7, Nelson, is number 2, Furkruel. Wolverines recover it in their own zone. Pass intended for Furkruel goes out of reach, and that's going to be an icing called against Rock Ridge. So it's going to be a face-off in the Wolverine zone. And so we are almost 5 minutes into period number 2, as we are at the qualifications for running clock. When we get to the 3rd period, it will be an enforced running clock unless the Broncos can score again. they certainly were needing that second goal as a head full of steam for Babaraki, who's going to try and speed into the Bronco zone. And that's going to be a nice pad save by Alexis Davis. So still 8-1 on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos trailing against the Wolverines. In on the faceoff for shot from the blue line. That was 21. Bardovich trying to go for get her, I believe, second or third. We might, for a second, it almost looked like Tenley Thompson was going to be at risk of a high sticking penalty. But puck is loose, recovered by the Wolverines. Pass from the blue line to Babaraki. Babaraki off the blades of Tenley Thompson, and that's going to make its way all the way to the Wolverines' defensive zone. So I got to remember to start the clock on yourliveevent.com. Broncos unable to lose the puck out of the zone, and so they are able to avoid the offsides penalty, but Wolverines are going to recover it inside their own zone. This is Bardovich trying to skate around. She has Strapko hot on her tail. Now it's recovered this time by Waldorf, but she gets pressed against the wall by Clay Bundy. Now Strapko trying to get the puck up to Thompson. They get it out into the neutral zone. Now the Wolverines trying to advance back into the attack zone. This is 15, Morley, who has 2 goals already. Mamie Scott trying to speed to the net, but loses it. And now the Wolverines have to go from the neutral zone back into the attack zone. Clay Bundy on the near side of the ice, passes it. Now this is Addison Brown, head of steam on the near side of the ice. She's going to have to slow down over by the left circle. And she tries to get the pass to Clay Bundy down the wall, but that's taken away by the Wolverines, who are going to try and skate all the way into the neutral zone. That's recovered by the Broncos, number 7, Nelson. Nelson gets into the neutral zone. Puck is trying to go for a scramble on the wall. That's in the hands of Scott. Mamie Scott can't get a shot on net, disrupted by a couple of Broncos, so she's going to slow down and get a pass over to number 3, Udovich. Udovich with a long shot. No good. Nelson of the Broncos trying to take it away, but that's recovered by number 21, Bardovich. Bardovich pressed at the wall. She's able to get free. Now that's taken by Troutwine. Troutwine loses it, and that's recovered by number 27, Klakowski. Shot on goal goes wide. Recovered by Lexi Wood of the Broncos. Lexi Wood out towards number 10, Callie Jansen. Broncos, they get into the attack zone, but they're going to have to do a quick line change. So they weren't able to get a shot on goal, and the Wolves aren't able to get a icing call, so that's going to bring it all the way back to the Wolverine zone. Still leading 8-1 on the PCA scoreboard, but Broncos showed a little bit more offense here, but so far only 1 singular shot on goal. The Wolverines have 54 total. They had 42 in the first period, so they've added 12 more in this second period of play. Face off. Won by the Broncos. Slap shot, bit of a somewhat fanned on it. That was Lindahl Slatinsky, Sydney Lindahl Slatinsky, I should specify, who tried to go for the slap shot. No good. Broncos able to flip it out of their zone and into the neutral zone. Recovered by Rockridge's Babaraki. She's able to get the puck over to number 27, Klakowski. Klakowski is swarmed by a bunch of Bronco defenders. Luckily, her teammate, Mia Mack, was able to knock it farther into the zone. But Lindahl Slatinsky, that's Millie Lindahl Slatinsky, pressing the defense, centering pass, nobody there to answer. Recovered by Mackey. Mackey passes it along the back of the wall, trying to slip it behind the net. Millie Lindahl Slatinsky couldn't get it out of the Broncos zone. And now it's going to be Tenley Thompson able to get it into the neutral zone, but that's taken right back by Rock Ridge. But Broncos almost able to recover. Tenley Thompson pressed against the wall. She's fighting off 2 Wolverine defenders. Now that's number 15, Strapko, able to advance into the attack zone, but they're going to go for a line change. So Wolverine's going to try and take advantage. Trying to find Mamie Scott open on the near side of the ice. She does. She is advancing from the neutral zone into the attack zone, trying to take on the entire Broncos team. She gets a pass over to the blue line to number 10. Babaraki centering pass, no good. No one able to get the rebound. That's now taken away by the Broncos. Lexi Wood trying to speed out of the defensive zone. She's on the near side of the ice. She gets past one, but then she loses it. Clay Bundy hot on the trail of number 17, Ava Venn. Venn already with a couple of assists here today. She had 2 attempts. That is going to bounce off the leg pad of the Broncos netminder, Alexis Davis, and somehow Addison Brown came up with it. She's going to try and speed around. She loses a footing, so she tried to get a wild pass to a teammate who wasn't there. That's taken away by Rock Ridge. Pass goes wide and out of reach and recovered by Lexi Wood. Lexi Wood from behind the net tries to get it to Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy pressed by Rock Ridge. She's surrounded, and the puck is loose on the wall. It's going to be recovered by the Wolverines from the blue line. This is Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott pressed by 2 Bronco defenders, loses a footing, so she loses the puck, and Clay Bundy trying to take it away. Rock Ridge advances back. Oh, and actually we're going to get an offsides penalty against Rock Ridge, as I think they were about to try and advance, but one of them was not cross the blue line, as she was actually going towards the bench for a line change instead. Face-off. Just outside of the Broncos zone. Won by the Rockridge Wolverines. Lindahl Slatinsky, that's Millie Lindahl Slatinsky, is going to get an icing call. Or no, they're actually going to say it was off of the stick of a Wolverine, so no icing called. No, Broncos have a chance to advance it, but no good. They lose it, and now it's a fast break by number 22. This is Trout. Trout centering pass for Udovic. Body say, no, it's going to be a goal for the Wolverines. So now it is 9-1 for the Wolverines, thanks to the goal by Violet Udovic. I believe it was Udovic, but Rockridge in no hurry to slap hands with the bench players. That usually helps me to identify who got the goal. But this goal comes at the 10:45 mark of period number 2. So Rockridge already with a huge lead.
Number 3, Violet Udovic, with an assist to number 7, Zoe Matheson, and number 20, Riley Haryu.
Matheson and Haryu both awarded assists on the goal by Udovic. So I was correct, it was Udovic with the goal. Broncos trying to advance into the attack zone. Pass ends up behind the Wolverine net. Clay Bundy there trying to take it away. Well, the Wolverines defense staying strong, as Addison Brown's going to possibly have an opportunity. It's knocked away from her. She's going to knock it into the zone. Off the wall and unable to forecheck it. That was Sydney Lindahl Slatinsky, who was able to get a stick on it and eventually knock it into the attack zone. And now it's the Wolverines with the puck. Head full of steam with a burst of speed. This is number 10, Babaraki, and I think we're going to get a possible penalty. So 5:10 to go, a little over 5 minutes left in period number 2. Broncos trail 9-1 on the PSA scoreboard. Face-off ends up in the Broncos zone as number 7, Matheson, is able to get a pass across the ice. Now it's number 22, Troutwine. Excuse me, that was 21, Bartovich. Pad save by Alexis Davis on a long shot from the blue line, but Wolverines eventually able to recover it in the neutral zone. So they have less than 5 minutes left in period number 2. Already leading by 8. Is certainly going to enforce the running clock in that third period, as the puck is going to be recovered by number 21 once again. That's Bartovich. Bartovich centering pass. No one there to answer. Recovered by 15. Kate Morley. Morley already has a couple of goals. A long shot from the blue line by number 7, Matheson. Unable to get a rebound, so that's just going to be a goalie stoppage by Alexis Davis. And the Wolverines not as high of a volume of shots on goal in the second period compared to the first one. They've only added another 16 shots on goal. They had 42 in that first period, so possibly slowing down. Almost had a shot on goal by Udovic, but that was disrupted by Broncos number 29, Elise Pavlik. But the Wolverines retain possession in the Broncos zone. Taken right back by the Broncos, though. That's Strapko. Strapko out towards Clay Bundy. Almost taken away. Puck is still anyone's puck. Strapko able to get it in, Addison Brown able to get into the neutral zone. Clay Bundy can't get a stick on it. Almost taken away. Now Addison Brown with possession in the neutral zone. She advances to the attack zone. Long shot, pad save by Troutwine. Recovered, though. This is number 21, Bardovich, head full of steam, one-on-one. She gets past Sydney Lindo-Satinsky, one-on-one. And what a glove save by Alexis Davis. She was able to swerve around Sydney Lindo-Satinsky, but she couldn't get past Alexis Davis. Her shot goes right into the glove, and that's going to stop us with a little over 3.5 minutes left in period number 2. Face off to the left of the Bronco goal.
We have 3 players playing. Please show up down by the locker room. We've got Ellie.
Shot from the left circle is going to be covered by Alexis Davis. Not really a lot of juice underneath that one.
Down to the girls' locker room. You will receive instructions there.
And they are
Ellie Silvers, Jack Pastor, and Charlie Swanson. Thank you for playing, everybody.
And so they're making the calls for the beat a Bronco. It's a fun new challenge they do after the second period. Long shot, stick save, puck is loose, and they're gonna say it's another goal for the Wolverines. This goal came at the 13:41 mark, as it is now 10-1. Wasn't able to see who was able to get a stick on the goal there, so just got to wait for the announcement there. But Rock Ridge, without a doubt, dominating this game. 6 goals in that first period, and then 4 more in the second, with three ticks to go. A little more than 3 ticks. But Sydney Lindo-Satinsky trying to get the puck.
Wolverines, number 13, Maya McKee. With an assist to number 21, Maddie Hardovich. And number 2, Maddie Strapul.
Centering pass. Mamie Scott couldn't get the shot on goal. That went right wide. Still recovered. A long shot from the blue line, and that's going to be another goal for the Wolverines just seconds later. And that's from the blue line, number 7 of the Wolverines, Matheson Zoe. This goal came at the 14-13 mark, so almost 30 seconds apart from each other, and Rockridge has made this an 11-1 game, leading on the PCA scoreboard by 10. Pass across the ice intended for number 17, Ava Venn. Mamie Scott trying to beat the entire Bronco team. Her shot goes wide to the right of the Bronco goal. Now she's gonna get another opportunity. That shot, glove save.
Number 7, Zoe Matheson. With an assist to number
Centering pass off this pad.
Worley. And number 17, Ava Venn.
So Kate Morley.
Morley and Venn at 14-13.
Morley and Venn both getting the assist on that goal by number 7, Zoe Matheson. I still need to find the assist on the previous goal by number 13, Mia Mackey. Centering pass out of reach of Mia Scott. She was tangled up with Clay Bundy. Now she recovers the shot. She's at the blue line, skating around, killing some time here for her team. Pass across. Matheson, another long shot, goes right off the chest of Alexis Davis, and that's going to be a quick goalie stoppage with just under 2 minutes to go in period number 2. Broncos down by 10 on the PCA scoreboard. And I don't know if that's just me, but I smell soup. So, puck drop won by the Wolverines. After another long shot goes right into the chest, and that time it was number 21, Bardovich, going for the snipe. But that's going to be another body save by Alexis Davis, stopping us with a little over a minute 30 to go in period number 2. And then that time it's going to make it in. Bardovich, once again, sniping it from afar. Same place as last time, but this time she kept it low, and that one was able to slip right in. And now it is 12-1 on the PCA scoreboard. 15:26 into the period for the goal. Again, that was Bardovich. And she gets herself a hat trick with that goal here in the second period. Puck is behind the Bronco net, out towards the blue line. That is Bardovich trying to snipe it from afar again. And Ava Venn couldn't get the rebound in time, so that's going to stop it.
Number 22, Ava Troutwine, with an assist to number 21, Manny Bardovich. That's Troutwine.
So it was Bardovich who had the assist. Troutwine had the shot from afar. So, sorry, but I have to revoke the hat trick for Bardovich. I don't make the rules. That's what they said. Instead, it actually is going to be a hat trick for number 22, Troutwine.
Second period, 1 minute.
One hat trick denied, the other one gifted, though. Under a minute left in period number 2. It is 12-1 on the PCA scoreboard. Rock Ridge is leading. Sydney Lindahl-Satinsky is going to advance down center ice into the neutral zone. Now she enters the attack zone, trying to take on the entire Wolverine defense. She gets caught up. Clay Money unable to help keep the possession. And now that's taken away by the Wolverines. This is number 13, Miyamaki. Gets crowded at the boards, and now it's the Broncos coming up with it. Gets a pass to Addison Brown at center ice. Addison Brown, 1-on-2. She likes her odds. She's going to have to backtrack a little. Finding a teammate to pass to, she can. She gets it past one, but that's eventually knocked away. She can't get possession just yet, but eventually Sydney Lindahl-Satinsky is going to knock it out, but that's going to be taken away by the Wolverines. Now it's Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott, head full of steam down the near side of the ice, and runs out of time. And that's going to lead us into period number 3. And the PCA scoreboard says the Wolverines of Rock Ridge 12, the Broncos of International Falls 1. We're going to get ready for a third period of action. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt here, live on the mic. Tough time for the Broncos here in Bronco Arena, facing off against the Rock Ridge Wolverines. The Wolverines, after they ended up doubling their score with 6 goals in the first and second period, although it looked like they kind of slowed down a little in their shot total, as they only had, if my math is correct, 30 shots in that second period. They started the game off with 42, and the Broncos, they added only 3 more shots in that second period, so the defense was certainly a lot tougher from Rockridge's end, and the offense was harder to come by for the Broncos. So adjustment going into this third period, Broncos, they just had to try and get some last-minute shots and just try and get some offense going here late in the game. Sadly, for the Broncos, a running clock will be enforced in this third period, as we have met the threshold for MSHSL's rule for a running clock. And so Broncos, they have to just try and push through and persevere here in this upcoming third period of action. I was also correct earlier when I said that it was number 21 of Rock Ridge, Bardovich, who had the hat trick goal, that last goal of the second period. They originally said it was number 22, Troutwine. It was actually Bardovich who had the goal, and so Bardovich got herself a hat trick. So did Mamie Scott of the Wolverines. And so now as we get ready, Wolverines, they just have to keep doing what they've been doing because it's been working for them. Broncos, they need to just try and get that offense figured out. That has been the biggest killer for them today, is just not being able to get any offense going and being outshot by so much against this Rock Ridge defense. And so we're going to, like I said, to get ready for our upcoming third period of action. Let's look at what's to come for some local sports. As you guys know, Joey's currently on the mic over on KGHS covering the Muskies boys hockey team taking on Lake of the Woods. Over in War Road, the Muskie girls hockey team is taking on War Road's girls team, and that is also on yourliveevent.com. And what's to come this week? Well, Wednesday we're going to be off, but the Fort Francis Muskies boys hockey team and girls hockey team are going to be on the road taking on Red Lake in Red Lake. And then Thursday, I'm going to be back on the mic for some Wiley action for Bronco boys basketball, taking on the Lake of the Woods Bears. Over on KGHS, you can listen to the Minnesota Wild take on the Dallas Stars. And then Friday, it's going to be Joey and I on the mic for a Little Fort Big Falls Vikings basketball doubleheader against Chisholm on Friday, December 12th, and that's going to be a 5:45 p.m. start time for starting with the girls team, and then followed by the boys team at 7:15 p.m. right after. And then Saturday, it's going to be another Wiley action for Bronco boys hockey, taking on Kitson County Central, and then you can also tune in on KGHS for the Minnesota Wild taking on the Ottawa, and that's at 12:45 p.m. start time on Saturday for the Minnesota Wild. And then you can listen to the Wild take on Boston on Sunday, December 14th, and the Minnesota Vikings take on the Dallas Cowboys on KSDM. So that's what's to come this week here. And to think we are just 2 weeks away from the holiday week, hence why the Broncos are wearing their holiday sweaters here today. And so we're going to get ready. We're going to take another quick ad break, and we'll be back live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com from the Rainy River Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
And thank you for also joining us on YourLiveEvent.com. We're live here from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Current score on the PCA scoreboard: the Broncos 1, the Wolverines 12. They ended up doubling their goal total in that second period, and they have 72 total shots on goal compared to the Broncos' 8, led by hat tricks from both number 12, Mamie Scott, the leading scorer coming into today's game, as well as number 21, Maddie Bardovich, who also was one of the leading scorers here today. Bardovich had 1 goal and 1 assist. So actually that 1 goal and 10 assists actually. So now she adds 3 to her total after today. So getting ready. We will have a running clock enforced in this third period of action as we have reached that threshold minimum that is required for a running clock. And so getting ready for this upcoming face-off for the Broncos, Addison Brown. For the Wolverines, it's number 5, Waldorf. Face-off is going to be won by the Wolverines.
With a 6-goal lead, there will be running time in the third period.
Waldorf trying to take the puck from behind the net. It's actually going to be recovered by her teammate, Furcool, and that's going to be a goal for the Wolverines. That one came at around the 15-second mark of period number 3. And I wish the Wolverines kind of did that thing where they like high-five their bench, because that helps me identify who got the goal, because blink and you'll miss it. A 15-second goal for the Wolverines. They'll announce it soon enough. But now it is 13-1 here as Pavlik is going to take the puck, trying to advance outside, get out of the Bronco zone. They finally managed to get it out. It's in the neutral zone. Puck is loose, now recovered by the Wolverines. This is number 20, making some fancy moves. Haryu trying to advance.
Rockridge, number 13, Maya McKee with an assist to number 5.
Mia Mackey.
Number 2, Maddie Kakul.
So Waldorf and Ferkul with the assist for the Wolverines. Shot on goal by Mamie Scott, trying to get her 4th of the night, and that's going to be right into the chest of Alexis Davis. And so that's going to be a save for Davis. And so face-off was to the left of the Bronco goal, recovered by number 17, Ava Venn. She passes it to the blue line to Babaraki. Babaraki across the blue line. That's number 27, Klakowski. No good, wasn't able to get the shot off. Trying to get a pass over to number 21, Bardovich, who already has a hat trick today. Ava Venn fighting with Lexi Wood along the wall. Eventually, the Wolverines will recover it. Babaraki passes it off the wall, getting it to Venn. Venn over to Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott swerves around, trying to get a centering pass. That's going to be covered by Alexis Davis, and that's going to be another face-off. This one looks like it's going to be a face-off to the right. I think Alexis Davis might have gotten something in her eye, I think. As the referee's going over, she had lifted up her helmet just to wipe at her eyes. I think maybe just a little bit of ice chunks. You always got to be careful of that. But she's got the helmet back down, and we are good to go. The faceoff is going to be to the left of the Broncos net. Waiting on the faceoff. Now there's the faceoff. It's going to make its way all the way into the neutral zone. And so Peterson, Colette Peterson, able to recover. She gets a pass. Almost stolen away by Clay Bundy. Still in the neutral zone. Now it's in the Broncos zone. This is number 21. Off the pad and right into the glove of Alexis Davis. Almost was a scoring opportunity for number 27, Klakowski. Face-off is going to be to the right of the Broncos goal with the running clock. Shot all the way from the blue line, and that's going to be right into the chest. That was a shot attempted by number 16, Peyton Woodenich. Wudnich. That's right. Face off to the right of the Broncos net. Addison Brown is going to knock it away behind the net, and she's going to get it out towards Millie Lindahl-Satinsky. She tries to get a pass over to Tenley Thompson. That's taken away by the Wolverines. From the left circle, that's taken away by Udovich. Udovich swerves around off of one Bronco, then bounce all the way onto the chest of Alexis Davis, and that's going to be another goalie stoppage by Alexis Davis. So Alexis Davis with the save. Puck is going to be recovered by Addison Brown. Addison Brown from behind that. She's going to try and speed around. She gets stopped at the wall, but she's able to get it out of the defensive zone. And Rock Ridge avoids the offsides as they get it back into the Broncos zone. Broncos trying to get ahead of steam. This is number 7 of International Falls, Hayden Nelson. She's going to make it into the neutral zone before it gets knocked away. Poked out by, I believe, number 2, Furcool. Ends up behind the Bronco net, recovered by number 5, Waldorf. Waldorf's going to skate around, gets it to the blue liner. That's number 20, Haryu. Not unable to get it to the net. Eventually knocked out, but recovered by Rock Ridge, number 2, Farcool. Farcool off the wall. Trying to get it off the wall into Farcool. That was Ava Venn. Instead, it's number 13, Mia Mackey, who goes for a shot that goes right into the chest of Alexis Davis, and that's going to be another quick goalie stoppage by Davis. Face-off to the left of the Bronco goal. Makes its way to the blue liner. That's number 22, Troutwine. Troutwine over to Babaraki. Babaraki back to Venn. Babaraki with a long shot right into the glove of Alexis Davis, and that's going to be another goalie stoppage. Broncos defense has got to stop allowing these long shots from the blue line by the Wolverines. They've made numerous goals against the Broncos from that blue line. They cannot allow this to happen. Another long shot off the blade of a Bronco. It's going to make its way to the left circle. Recovered, though, by Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott's going to skate towards center ice. It looks like it was off the stick of one of her teammates who was locked up with a Bronco, and that's going to hit the safety net. That's, excuse me, that's going to be another stoppage. So another stoppage. That's going to be almost a cover. Alexis Davis able to fall on it. Almost dangerous situation as Mamie Scott was right there for the rebound, but they avoid trouble. And now we're at under 10 minutes left in period number 3. Broncos are down by 12 on the PCA scoreboard. Face-off won by the Wolverines. The Broncos, they got to start winning some of these face-offs as Troutwine loses it past the blue line. It's in the neutral zone. Recovered by Babaraki, though. Babaraki's going to skate past one Bronco. Now she's going to enter the attack zone with the pass to Venn. Venn from the left circle, able to get it over to Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott's going to skate around. She'll make it to the blue line, slowing down a little, trying to skirt around, and she can't juke past number 10 of the Broncos, Callie Jansen, and so that's going to be a exit from the Broncos zone. Eventually makes it to the Wolverine zone, but they're going to make it right back to the neutral zone. Now they're into the Bronco zone. Pass, shot on goal, and that's going to be number 4 for number 21, Bartovich. This goal came at around the 8:15 mark of the period. And so if they didn't give her the hat trick at the end of the second period, they're certainly going to have to give it to her at the middle part of the third period, as the goal score is now 14-1 on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos trailing against the Wolverines. Face-off won by the Wolverines. This is number 15, Kate Morley, unable to get a shot on goal.
With an assist to number 17, Kayla Venn, and number 12, Mamie Scott.
Venn and Scott on the assist. Shot by number 2, Furcool, off the leg of Alexis Davis, and then eventually leading to a cover by Davis, as we have almost 10 minutes left here in we're almost 10 minutes into period number 3. Running clock still ongoing. Face-off won by the Wolverines once more. Wudnich trying to go for a shot on goal, no good. Millie Lindolson-Dinsky can't get a stick on it. Trying to go for the backhander, that was number 15, Kate Morley. No good, wasn't able to get enough muscle under it. That's eventually taken by the Broncos, but now slap shot all the way from outside of that right circle. Alexis Davis couldn't get a cover, but the Broncos will come up with the rebound. They're going to try and speed out of the neutral zone. But Strapko gets it poked out, and now it's taken one-on-one. Udovich versus Alexis Davis. She's going to hit the left side of the net, just past the catching hand of Alexis Davis, and that's going to be Udovich with the goal for the Wolverines. That goal came at around the 10-15 mark of the period. So Udovich gets her third goal of the game. So 3 players with hat tricks for the Wolverines to help dominate in this 15-1 victory over the Broncos with 6 minutes remaining. Broncos have the puck behind the net, almost a chance of a rebound in front, but it looks like it was able to slip its way out and get past the Broncos, and now the Pavlik is going to go for a long shot, covered by Troutwine.
Violet Unovich with an assist to number 16, Peyton Woodinich.
Woodnich with the assist,
Colette Peterson.
as well as Peterson. So Udovic gets the hat trick. So it's not just the Broncos struggling, our PA guy is also struggling with the names here today. As Broncos in the attack zone, trying to set something up. Slap shot from the blue line, goes wide left, no one there for the rebound. Pavlik trying to get a stick on it, instead it's gonna be poked out. Udovic loses it, can't recover in the neutral zone. Broncos trying to keep it in the neutral zone, but it's going to make her way into the Bronco zone instead. Pavlik with the puck. She's going down the far side of the ice. Bounce off the wall, taken away. Mamie Scott gets past one, couldn't get past number 13 of the Broncos, Sydney Lindahl-Satinsky. Now the puck is loose on the near side of just outside of that left circle in the Bronco zone. Off the leg of a Bronco, and it's going to make its way all the way down into the Wolverine zone. That's number 10, Babaraki recovering. She gets a pass across intended for number 17, Ava Vent. She can keep control of it. So it's going to lead to the Broncos side of the net. Taken away, though. Now it's the Wolverines with possession inside the Broncos zone from the blue line. Pass across over to Babaraki. Babaraki loses it. Recovered by Mamie Scott. Scott off the leg, or off the ankle, I should specify, of Adeline Strapko. Trying to go for a slap shot out of the defensive zone, and that's going to lead to Mamie Scott getting the shot on goal, her 4th goal of the game. With almost 4 minutes to spare in the period. So 4 goals for Mamie Scott to help get the win today. As it is now 16-1. 3:30 left in period number 3, and very dominant performance for Rock Ridge. In fact, I think they improved on the first meeting against the Broncos, where they won that one 15-1. 16-1. Last game was 16-1 or 15-1, and now it's 17-1 in this game, as the Wolverines are able to get another net goal, another puck into the net at around 3 minutes. Wasn't able to see who got that goal, but the Wolverines are 1 goal away from almost scoring 6 goals in all 3 periods. As Addison Brown's gonna have an opportunity as she gets the net. Addison Brown able to find the back of the net, 2nd time today. (17-2). Addison Brown cuts the lead to 15 in period number 3 with her 2nd goal of the game. Striking fast after the face-off, and now we're going to have puck loose. Mackenzie Van Heel gets tripped up inside of the Wolverine zone. Now we have an possible chance of a one-on-one. No, and Bardovich can't get there in time. That's going to be icing against the Wolverines.
Number 15, Kate Morley.
Kate Morley gets a hat trick as well. So that's 4 players on the Wolverines with a hat trick. Addison Brown unassisted. And so bright spot here is Addison Brown found the net twice on the downside. They are down 15 with almost a minute left to go in the period, as Mamie Scott's going to look for her 5th goal of the game, but she can't get past all of the Broncos. But luckily, forechecking from her teammate, long shot off of the body of number 13, Mia Mackey, and that's going to lead to a cover by Alexis Davis. Final minute of regulation. Broncos trail on the PCA scoreboard. And face off, 45 seconds left to go. Puck is loose, and that's going to be goal number 18 for the Wolverines. Wolverines, a huge night here. 18 goals, and likely to be the final face-off if they can drop the puck in time. Got to drop the puck, 15 seconds left. And they're going to drop the puck with 10 seconds left. 5 seconds wasted there. And Mamie Scott will. Mamie Scott gets 5 goals to help lead to an 18-2 win over the Broncos here today. And helped by 105 shots on goal. 95. They really got to fix that scoreboard. 95 shots on goal. And so, shot total there, if my math is correct, that is an additional 23 shots on goal in that third period. Broncos, they add 4 more in that period to finish with 12 shots on goal for a tough loss here today at home. 18-2, the final score. Once again, it was Mamie Scott, the star of the show today. 5 shots on goal. She came in with 23 points total, and she added 5 more shots to her 12 total goals. As well as, let me see, I got to count the worst part is the assists. 1, 2, and 3. And 3 assists today to help lead the Wolverines. And so, huge day here as all the players are going to meet at the center. You love to see the good sportsmanship. Great showing here. Great sportsmanship being shown by both teams as they meet at the center. And you love to see it. As Coach Kershaw had said before the game, there's a lot of close relations between the International Falls and the Rock Ridge players, as some of them played summer softball together. And so, of course, at the end of the day, despite the competitive nature of things, they are still all friends. They still all know each other. They've all competed against each other for quite some time, so you love to see that good sportsmanship at the end. We're going to get ready for our post-game show, and our player of the game is going to be number 12, Addison Brown. 2 goals for the Broncos to help lead the scoring and help try and get a push on offense, but sadly the offense just couldn't get things done, and they end up falling. Final score, 18-2 on the PCA scoreboard. And so stay tuned for our post-game show. You're listening to Lakes Country 104.1 KSM, as well as watching on YourLiveEvent.com. This is Augie Schmidt, live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work. To take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Welcome back. I apologize for that extended break. I was just letting Coach Kershaw have a chance to talk to his players afterwards before I interviewed our Domino's Pizza player of the game. And, of course, for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner, then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. Addison Brown, the senior for the Broncos, who is also a player all the way from Rainy Lake. She is our Domino's Pizza player of the game, and so that's enough from me. Let's hear from our Domino's Pizza player of the game. I'm here with Addison Brown, our Domino's Pizza player of the game for today. Tough loss, playing against a tough team though, and I gotta commend you for the effort you showed today, scoring those 2 goals to not let them try and shut you out, not keeping you out of that goal. And so, what needs to be worked on moving forward and getting ready for Tuesday?
You know, Thursday's gonna be a hard game. We play North Shore. We got a trip down there, but you know, it's hard. We're missing a lot of girls, and that always sucks. But you just gotta try to keep push through. And I felt like when we come out in the first period, myself included, the spirits were down, and so I think that goal there close to the end tried to get things going a little bit, right? And I mean, nobody wants to lose 18-2. You just don't, right? But Rockridge is a good team, and I'll give that to them. They move the puck well. But yeah, we just gotta get our feet underneath us and be ready to get moving against North Shore.
And so it seems like another big focus of this part of the season, having so many players missing, like Kirsty Hansen, who was one of the top scorers for the team as well, is just getting that experience for a lot of the younger girls who have been getting a lot of experience.
Yeah, you know what Coach Brian's been saying is it's the next man up. Like, it sucks. We're losing a lot of our upperclassmen. Like, Chesby's out, Werner's out, like, and it is hard, but it's the next man up. And I think these younger girls are doing a good job of stepping up.
Yeah. Any girls on the team that you really want to give a special shout out to who have been showing a lot of great effort?
You know what, I'd like to get a shout out to my line mate Harper Clay Bundy. You know, she's been really keeping my head above the water lately, and she's a good person to have on your line. She's working real hard, and I just can't wait till she whacks one in. She's just there. She's like, Brian was telling her that she's like snake bitten or something. She's just about there, and once it comes, it's gonna come. But you know, Harper's a big help.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she helped. She assisted you on one of your goals here today, and so obviously she's getting the points. It's just having to get the back in the net. Obviously, once she gets that monkey off her back, it's gonna be barbecue chicken for there, right?
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah, and so like I said, 2-goal performance, hoping to lead the team, trying to light a fire in the team, and so that's why you're a Domino's Pizza player of the game. You get the free Domino's Pizza. What are you going to be having from Domino's?
I think I might have to go with pepperoni pizza, and I like extra sauce. I always ask for extra sauce.
That's a really good pizza to get. So good luck as the season goes on, and let's get them.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. And once again, that was my interview with our Domino's Pizza player of the game, Addison Brown. 2 goals for today. Sadly, though, they would lose 18-2 thanks to an 8-point performance by number 12, Mamie Scott. Scott had 5 goals and 3 assists. And So she ended up help leading Rock Ridge, as well as two of her teammates also getting a hat trick today. I checked in on your live event for the Muskies girls hockey game against War Road, and sadly they ended up losing that one 12-1. And so they're looking to bounce back tomorrow when they hit the road to take on Red Lake. The Muskie boys team, I will need to check in with Joey Payer, who's covering their game against Lake of the Woods over in Fort Francis at this very moment. And so Joey Payer will give me the results of that. And stay tuned for what's to come here, of course. Our recap Wednesday morning for my morning sports. This has been Augie Schmidt live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSCM. Before the game, we had our post-game or pre-game sponsors, our Border GMC keys to the game, as well as our national anthem brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Every scoreboard update throughout this contest brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. And, of course, we have our timeout sponsor, Service Master of International Falls. Sadly, they did not call, neither team called a timeout throughout this game, so wasn't able to give the special as many shout-outs as they deserve. But for quick and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the slogan now. I'm so sorry, Service Master, forgive me. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd Grusher got to take great care of you. And Addis Brown is also our Enbridge Energy player of the game with her great effort there, but sadly Broncos fall 18-2 to the Rock Ridge Wolverines. They're going to be on the road to take on North Shore on Thursday, and I'm going to be back on the mic for some varsity basketball action on Thursday at Bronco Gymnasium. It's going to be the Broncos taking on Lake of the Woods at home for some boys basketball action. So this is yours truly, Augie Schmidt, live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSCM, as well as on yourliveevent.com. Signing out. Thank you for tuning in.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.